lore heirloom item, no value. Oh, snap. Can you sell that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Watch this. What level is it? Is it pretty up there? Oh, okay, so check this out. Oh, she says, okay. Let me see. Oh wait, can free people use Fabled? But I think we can use Legendary. We can use Legendary. She's gonna double check. Okay, so here's a cool thing. These station, or not station, but these dungeon markers, I didn't know this, but her friends have played around and found this. These mystery crates contain either a legendary item for 20, a fabled item, which is way powerful, for 50, or just like a normal treasured item for 5. Free accounts, I think we were allowed to use legendary items. I know it said we could not use fabled. So if you got the free account, and that's anything other than gold, basically if you're a silver or bronze, you should be able to use legendary items. So for 400 dungeon marks running a few dungeons, I could pick up a few legendary items, and she says that they tune them for your level, so you're not going to end up getting level 90 gear. However, because it's random, you might get something that's not for your class. But if that happens, I think if you go silver, their heirloom, okay, so a couple things. She says because it's an heirloom item, you can actually put it in like your bank shared slot, and then somebody, like if you made another character class that could use it, you could just transfer it to another one of your characters. Oh, snap. Nope, she just confirmed for us. Legendary and Fable are restricted to the silver and the free account. Dang, I was like, man, that's a great way to just boost up your character. So unfortunately for me, I won't be able to use the ornate or the jeweled. That's a little disappointing. I could grab a small mysterious, and then that's treasured. It's not as powerful, but you have a chance to go ahead and get some stuff for silver and free. Hey, you might get something better. Let's go ahead and grab one. Let's just do it. So I'm going to buy one for 5 marks. Why not? I got a bunch. You must own the Age of Discovery expansion in order to purchase this item. Look, she didn't know that because, well, we didn't know. We just found out. So again, look, there's another reason to get Age of Discovery. But see, here's a cool thing too, though. Here's a cool thing. This is what we did. This is how I helped my wife out. I believe, let me show you, because if you're thinking, man, how am I going to get the expansion? It's expensive. So check this out. If you go and you look right here, and it says, let's say you get the Age of Discovery digital download, $3,999. That is basically comes out to be 40 bucks, right? Well, here's how you can get it at a bit of a discount. Those Walmart Station Cash cards that come with 500 extra coins, for the price of $30, you can buy the expansion. You've already knocked $10 off the cost of the expansion, and you can just purchase it with station coins through here. Because if you pay that with cash, you're paying the full 40 bucks somewhere. Now, here's what you can also do to help save you some money. If you wait until they have a double station cash day, you can then buy one Sony card from Walmart, and you can buy the expansion for 15 bucks instead of the 40 bucks. So if you're thinking about the Age of Discovery expansion, just kind of wait till a double station cash weekend and pick it up if you're so inclined. That way you can get some of those chests and some of the other stuff that comes with the expansion, like the Beast Lord class. However, I think then you would have to pay the $750. Oh, she's trying to show off her station cards. I spoil her. Alright, so anyway, that's some of the market stuff and some things you can do with the dungeon marks as you get them. There was one other thing I want to do. He wasn't supposed to see that. I don't know. One other thing I do, not that they add new stuff like every single day, but every time I play, I like to take a peek and see if there is something I haven't seen yet. And there's nothing here I haven't seen yet. This is all it says new, but since Tuesday or since Wednesday, yesterday, yeah, there's nothing new, nothing new. Although I tell you, one of my favorite things to look at though are the backpacks. I don't know why, but they put a lot of detail into these backpacks. So anyway, like the Frostfell one, there's like a good one and an evil one, and they got all kinds of stuff. So I always like to check the market out. Alright, so with that in mind, it is now time for that part of the show where I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to go take a look at the housing leaderboards. Can you come into the same house with me if you're grouped, or do we have to be somehow together for you to walk me around the corner store bakery? Alright, so do you know if that was a small house, medium house? Oh, there it is. Number 3. Okay, so number 3 on our Hall of Fame is the bakery. It's good.
Playground made number 9 on the Hall of Fame. Sorry, that's mine. So
My wife made this playground. It's number 9 on the Hall of Fame. This is, I think, one of the very first ones I toured was her playground, where it's got the miniature golf and a couple other things. And she made number 9 on the Hall of Fame. So that's good. Top 10 out of however many are out there. So she was excited. So we're going to take a look at the corner bakery. That's where we're heading to. And I'm going to go ahead and hit visit. And I'm going to see if we're grouped up, if we will meet in it. And I want to bring her along because then she can maybe point out things that she notices, like, oh, I think they used this, or this is what they did. Maybe. I'm still waiting to pop in. Here I am. Let's see if she's here. Oh, there she is. So I'm going to hide my user interface and Shift R. She said hello. She waved. Alright, we're going to kind of walk through. So look at that. My first impressions is it's like a corner store bistro type of thing. Check it out. We got seating outside. Is this a breakout?
no, this is actually in the Nariac 2 room in.
Oh, she says this is actually part of the Nariac 2 in room. 2 room in. 2 in. Yeah, 2 room in. It's late. Alright, so this is a standard. This is, and what I mean by breakout, if you're not familiar with that term, you can get little teleporters that you can place within your property, and that will let you warp to different spots. And so what some folks have done, like I thought was very, very cool, I had never even imagined you could do it, is they would actually set like one teleporter here and then somehow would drop the other teleporter part. Yeah, like if you take advantage of your graphics card and rotate your camera to where you break the boundaries, if you will.
It only works on houses that have balconies.
She says it only works on houses that have like balconies or some kind of
The outside
outcropping.
windows.
Some way to view the outside without a window. So not every place you can do this, but if you can somehow rotate your camera and view the outside area without going through a window or some kind of obstruction, you can then drop your other teleporter, and then you can technically break out of the standard limits. And apparently Sony's okay with that. They don't see that as hacking because it doesn't allow you any kind of advantage in the game. You're just simply building in an extra part of the land. But for this establishment, it is just a standard 2-room inn. Alright.
Cloudy squares.
Okay. So she gave it cloudy square. So this is probably actually inside of the inn, but these cloudy squares here on the walls and on the ceiling gives it an initial impression of being outside. I mean, if you look, I mean, if you wanted to be, you know, that scrutinizing, you can see the tile lines, but just the initial impression gives you that feeling of being outside. I think that's pretty cool. So then we've got the table sets here, lamp posts. We've got the lamps dangling down. She's got her little pie picture.
The awnings here.
Mm-hmm.
actually tables.
Oh, the
Festive tables from Frostville.
she says the awnings here are actually tables from a Frostville event. So that's very cool. So that's not even like an awning. That those are tables, and they've just been able to rotate them and size them so they look like awnings. That's actually very very cool. And then we've got cakes and stuff in the windows, and they actually do have like glass, so you can actually make windows, and that's what they've done there. They got their windows. It almost looks like a picture frame too, isn't? Is that a picture frame or like a mirror from the other side?
It is a vampiric mirror
She,
with a sumac mirror platform set up
she says it's a vampiric mirror with like a sumac mirror platform behind it,
behind the background and the
like on the
pastry platforms and
behind
the
the.
sumac mirror.
Okay, so this is like a vampiric mirror, and if you see a mirror from one side,
Vampiric mirror is completely see-through.
oh, the vampiric
No
mirror is
reflection in
completely.
it, and then
Oh,
there's a mirror that's set behind the.
okay. So okay, so here it is. Apparently, the vampiric mirrors are completely see-through. I mean, they're vampires; they don't have a reflection, so I guess it's just their mirror is like a piece of glass. But right behind it, that in the background where you see my reflection, she says that's a sumac mirror. Sumac mirror platform tipped up on its side. Whew, that's a lot to know. Oh, look, there's like the merchant. Ah, look here. There you go. There's the mirror part, and then we've got our various breads that are fresh out of the oven, I'm assuming, with a big demo display wedding cake here. That's very, very cool.
That's made out of snowy squares
Oh,
that you can get from the grottos.
sh- she says these are actually snowy squares from the grotto that gives them out at that time of year, like a Christmas grotto
No,
or.
it's every the 20th and 21st of every month we have the enchanted moonlight enchantment.
Oh, so the every 20th and 21st is an enchanted moonlight grotto. Is that what you said? Yeah.
There's grottos in 5 different places.
So she got that out of a grotto. So anyway, snowy squares, but it just looks textured like a cake. Very cool with Mr. and Mrs. Snow person.
The bottom is made out of beds.
And this is made out of beds, the bottom.
Right click on it.
She says I can right click on it.
Oh, but you have to have your
Oh, I got to. Let me turn my OUI on.
right click on it, examine, and then
Oh.
control and click on the picture
And then,
in that.
and then if I hit control and click the picture,
That's the bed.
and now, okay, wow. So look at that. We've got the bottom of the cake from this. Wow. That's pretty cool. So from bed to cake table. That's creative. Ah, that's pretty fun. Alright, cool. Alright, and then we've got a kitchen right back here. Look, and there's their fancy refrigerator. That's pretty neat. I like that a lot.
The, right there is the Housing Hall of Fame.
Oh, you get a trophy. She put the Housing Hall of Fame trophy in here. Or he. I don't know who made it, but here we've got a sink. Looks like it's either, is that supposed to be filled with water or does it have a cover? I'm not sure. But we got a faucet there with the knobs. And, oh, look at that. She's got a fancy, big, big oven. She's got breads in there right now cooking. I keep saying she. I just assumed. I don't know. So don't be offended. Okay, we'll say it's the female apprentice here. So the female apprentice, she's got her breads cooking here in the oven. We got a little something on the stove top. Let's see if I can jump and see what it is. Nothing. Empty. Some spoons and such. And I'll see for me, look at that. That stuff's probably a little big. I'm a big tall barbarian and that stuff's a little high. So whoever works here must be pretty big. So I'm guessing then that means this would be room number 2 of the 2-room. Very good. So there's no upstairs or anything like that. So she probably paneled the walls and the ceilings too. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice. The walls and the ceiling are sumac. And I'm looking here, I didn't even notice, but yeah, you'd have to have a ladder or something to get up in here. I'm not sure what kind of oven that is, but She's got a secondary oven up there, and then all the cabinetry as well.